Hey there! Welcome to Endless Dungeon's second chance open dev. I'm Quentin Borde, associate producer on Endless Dungeon. You are about to play a version of the game specifically designed to test out certain features.
Okay, so you're not the only one looking at a
this is a small fraction of
black
the game,
screen right now.
You once the game releases next year.
This is literally what I'm seeing right
We'll
now.
ask you to answer a series of questions that our game designers have put together so you can help us make Endless Dungeon.
I'm assuming that I need to see something. I'm not seeing anything. I'm pressing enter, exit, space bar, clicking, left click, right click, all of that kind of stuff. Nothing is happening.
To do that,
like you can literally hear me clicking on my keyboard, nothing is happening.
Crystal box, the key to
like literally
keeping you captive.
Exit, enter,
monsters that inhabit the whole
space bar.
Want that crystal too, and will stop at nothing to get
it. So
crystal breaks, you die.
Yeah, guys, excuse my voice. I'm a little bit sick right now, but I have a big backlog of games that I need to have a look at, so I really can't wait until my voice is 100% again, but it is definitely a lot better than what it was. So, as always with all of my first impression videos, I'm gonna be playing the game for an hour or so until I am confident that I can give you my opinion on the game, whether or not the game is good or bad. Unfortunately, there's no price made public for this game yet, but we can probably assume that it's going to be like at least, I would say, $40, I would say, at least. Let me just see. I'm literally pressing enter and exit and space bar and everything. Nothing is happening. So let's Alt F4. Your screen is going to go black for a second. Okay, apparently not. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, the game is not released yet. I got basically early access to the game. So it's basically just one of those usual things that you sign up to on the Amplitude website. Amplitude is obviously the developers of this game. Okay, let's see if we get the proper thing now. Okay, so they show us a little bit of stuff.
Welcome to Endless Dungeon's second chance.
Okay, so I'm not going to read or go through all of that BS again. This time that video actually showed up, but the previous time the video did not show up for some reason. So yeah. Let me just quickly skip through this. So yeah, like I said, the developers of the game are Amplitude. They are the same guys who made Dungeon of the Endless, which is actually a pretty good game. You know, I've played it a bunch. It's not bad. It's like a it's not exactly turn-based. It's actually real time, but it uses turn-based elements in that you gain resources every turn, basically, and every turn is determined by every new room that you open. So the names are definitely very similar. Dungeon of the Endless, and this one is Endless Dungeon. So there's a little bit of confusion there, but anyway, the game is just like frozen now. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait another 30 seconds and then I'm gonna Alt F4 again. But yeah, this is the latest game from Amplitude. It's not yet released, obviously. I should disclose that I am not being paid to play this game in any way. I was offered payment for Humankind. Humankind is another game also created by the same developers, Amplitude, which I did not accept. And one thing that you really have to know about this developer is that they have a lot of money. And on top of that, they are their publisher that they use for most of their games is Sega. Now, Sega obviously has billions of dollars, literally billions. And they throw money around. I'm just going to Alt F4 this bloody thing. They throw money around like it is candy at, I almost want to say influencers, but I'm going to use the word content creators. So they throw money at content creators like it is nothing. I'm talking about $3,000, $5,000 just to play a game once. So you see there, Sega and Amplitude, this is the type of people that you are dealing with. They offered me money, which I declined, and they just really have a lot of money. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually in the game. So two Alt F4s before we even get into the game. So I just want to say that when you see any relatively big streamer or content creator playing this game, ask them, were they paid or not? Because that is extremely important when determining whether or not the person's attitude of the game and impression of the game is genuine. That's very, very important. I just want to see, is this thing now actually in full screen or not? Yes, it is actually in full screen. So let us see if I switch to windowed full screen. Can I change the render resolution scale? So it is there, but I can't change it for some reason. So why would that be? You also can't set the frame rate. Why would that be? So on borderless full screen mode, which is this, you cannot change the resolution. You cannot change the frame rate. You cannot set the resolution scale. What if we change this? Okay, so everything changes. So are you telling me you literally can't change any of this? Okay, well, that is hilarious. So you cannot directly change any, I repeat, any graphical options in the game. You cannot change any graphical options in the game directly, which is atrocious. Like, that's the type of thing you would not even expect from an indie developer. Like a solo dev might not allow you to change the stuff, but this is a billion-dollar company that we're talking about here. So the fact that they don't allow you to change any of the graphic options is really quite hilarious. They don't allow you to change the frame rate, and they don't allow you to set the resolution. So that is fantastic. We're off to a fantastic start so far. So anyway, like I said, when you see any game from Amplitude, any game from Sega, in fact, Sega and Amplitude aren't the only ones who are paying content creators massive amounts of money to play their games. They also, there's also Blizzard. Blizzard pays people a lot of money. Ubisoft, Electronic Arts. The Electronic Arts, I've read articles where they pay content creators $25,000 to play their game once, like the latest Battlefield, the latest Call of Duty, even though Call of Duty is Activision, all of that kind of stuff. $25,000 just to play the latest Battlefield. Like, that's insane. So when you see a game come out from these developers, like I said, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, Bethesda also does it, Sega also does it, Ubisoft, Electronic Arts, they pay content creators a lot of money. So be proactive and ask the content creator directly, even if it's someone that you have been watching for a long time, like Angry Joe or whoever, you know, Donkey, anyone. Angry Joe has taken money from developers to do reviews. I don't know if he discloses it, I don't think so, but you have to ask. If it's not prominently said, then you have to ask, because that immediately, in my opinion, invalidates the opinion of that content creator. Ad attribution. I don't know what ad attribution is. And it is especially grievous if the content creator doesn't say that they're being paid to play the game. You know, like, I've been paid in the past to play a game. I always declare, and honestly it has happened maybe like 10 times over the 8 years that I've had this channel, where I've actually been paid, and I always declare it. So there are many quote unquote reputable content creators out there, like Syndicate, for instance. Syndicate has like 10-15 million subscribers, and he is notorious for not declaring ever when he does sponsored content. He's been paid $15,000, $20,000 by Electronic Arts multiple times, and he never declares the fact that his content is sponsored or that his video is sponsored. So all I'm saying is, when you see any Endless Dungeon content in the upcoming couple of months before the game is released, just ask the content creator, are they being sponsored? If they're honest, then you will at least know, okay, yes, they are being sponsored or not. If they're dishonest, then you really wouldn't know. Yeah, that's a difficult one. Like, you do get content creators who just simply lie. You know, they just simply they take the $10,000 or whatever, and they just simply do not tell their viewers. They do not make it public. They do not put it in the description of the video. They do not tell the like, you're actually supposed to say every 30 minutes when you're doing a paid promotion. That's the suggested guidelines from the FTC. Not that the FTC really enforces any of these guidelines, but still, you're supposed to say every 30 minutes during a video or a live stream that the content is sponsored. And they don't do that. You know, like Syndicate, for instance, doesn't give a fuck about that. He just takes the $20,000 or whatever, and he just fucking laughs, and he doesn't tell his viewers at all about stuff like that. There's other ones I could mention, but you get the idea. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I just want to make you aware that Endless Dungeon might be a good game, and hopefully by the end of this video we are going to find out if it is a good game. but don't be fooled by paid content creators, really. Always take reviews and just even let's plays from games published by Sega, FSEDA, Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, all of those ones. Take it with a grain of salt and keep yourself informed. Always ask the content creator or reviewer if the video is sponsored, if they were paid to play the game, because these companies specifically, the companies behind this game, the companies behind Battlefield, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Diablo, all of those games, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, they throw out tens of thousands of dollars to individual streamers and content creators. So anyway, let's jump into the game. We've already seen the settings are dog shit, literally. The game also has Denuvo, by the way, which I am not a fan of, so we can probably write off a couple of crashes and performance issues to Denuvo, since Denuvo obviously is responsible for hampering performance severely in many games, like Resident Evil, for instance, that was released not too long ago. That game is completely broken. They recently released a version of the game that does not have Denuvo, because the people just went absolutely crazy on the reviews. The one previous game published by these guys as well, Humankind, which is the other one that I said I was offered money to play and review. That game also had Denuvo, the DenuvoMalware on the game, and as a result, the Steam reviews for that game absolutely tanked. I mean, it's an okay game. It probably would have gotten maybe 8 out of 10 on Steam, 80% positive reviews maybe. But due to Denuvo being such a piece of shit malware, it tanked below 70%. I think it's at 66% positive on Steam right now. It's mixed, literally mixed, which is obviously dog shit. And that's all thanks to Denuvo. So yeah, this game also has Denuvo. I don't know if the pre-access or early access version that I'm currently playing has Denuvo as well. I don't know how to check for that, to be honest. I mean, I could try to launch the game offline. I could maybe do that, but I'm not really too bothered. If the performance is gonna shit the bed, then I'm absolutely going to deduct points from the game for that, and obviously attribute it to the DenuvoMalware in the game. So with that being said, let's jump into the game and see if Endless Dungeon is actually worth 2 shits or not. Like I said, I actually did enjoy Dungeon of the Endless. It's actually not a bad game. But since then, these developers have released Humankind, which is not a very good game. Plus, it's, like I said, infected with Denuvo. And now they're releasing this game. So honestly, they went from making a relatively good game to making a really bad game. And now I'm not really too certain what to expect with this game. Is it gonna be like Humankind, which is just basically a piece of shit? Or is it actually gonna be good? Okay, 0 intro. literally zero intro. No voice acting, that's fantastic. I'm not gonna read all of this stuff. I'm not in the mood for reading right now. If the devs can't bother to make the characters interesting with some voice acting, then I'm not gonna bother to invest my time in reading what the characters want to say. So if the developers don't want to invest their time to make the game good, I'm not going to invest my time to read the shit that they're saying. So I don't know what this is. I mean, I don't know what anything is since there's no tutorial. Can I switch to these ones, or what's actually going on here? What does R do? I'm pressing R, but nothing is happening. Or is that a right stick? Is that what it means? Right stick. Okay, so not only is this game infected with Denuvo, it is also a console port, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like console port games. It's fine if you have a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, which was first on console, and then you bring it over to PC, but then it must be perfect, you know, like Horizon Zero Dawn is. You know, I've played Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC. It's perfect. You would never be able to tell that the game is a console port game. And yet here we see shit like this, where it says right stick, move it left or right, you know. So that's already something that I don't like. I don't want to see that kind of bullshit. So there's no tutorial, no voice acting, no frame rate changes, no graphical options. This is so far fantastic, I have to tell you. Okay, so there's nothing around here. Let's just go over here, which I'm assuming is what we need to do. We can change our hero. I don't know which one will be the best. Oh, do you actually add more? So what will they be controlled by? Bots or what? I don't know. Okay, so I'm clicking on passive, I'm clicking on active, I'm clicking on ultimate, nothing is happening. I'm hovering my mouse over these things over here, nothing is happening. I'm not seeing any information. You're literally not provided any information whatsoever regarding any of this. But that's fantastic. Okay, let's just go, I guess. I'm clicking on that, nothing is happening. Pressing F, nothing is happening. Okay, let's just go. This is a fantastic start so far. And the music stopped. I don't know, is the game glitching a little bit or what? Holy crap, how is the game using 100% of my 380 RTX? My 3080 RTX, like, how is that possible? I'm not gonna read that bullshit, like I said. Can we change the graphical settings? Because really, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's say window. Let's see if this makes any massive change. Like, that is disgusting. How can this game use 100% of a 3080? That is simply disgusting. Okay, now that I've changed the resolution and dropped the graphical settings down a bit, now it's using 40% of my 3080. That's still a lot. I mean, 30%, 40% of a 3080. I mean, look at this. Now the game looks shitty. Like, that's really ridiculous. I don't understand how it can use so much. And now that I've selected windowed mode, the problem is my mouse cursor is going outside the game. So now what we would want to see is a constrain mouse cursor to window option. Let's see if there is something like that. Let's see if the developers were smart or not smart. Let's see. Nope. I don't see anything like that. So, turns out developers were not smart. So literally now, my mouse is constantly lock cursor. What's this? There we go. Okay. Why is that on keyboard? Why is a mouse setting at the keyboard tab? That's just stupid, honestly. But okay, so yeah, it does not go off the edges now. That's good. So I guess we're gonna play at 1440p because I am not going to allow my 3080 RTX to constantly run at 100 fucking percent for this piece of shit game. So let's see. So once again, 0 tutorials, literally 0 tutorials. Fortunately, what's that on my back? Fortunately, I have played the previous game, like I said, the Dungeon of the Endless, so I do know how this works. You can see that this game is very similar in design to the Dungeon of the Endless, which is obviously their previous game. So you can tell heroes you don't control directly to stand guard or to follow the controlled hero. Hold and release space after pointing the selection. That doesn't make sense. I do believe that is the same how it was in the previous game. So you can also swap heroes. That's interesting. So you have a right click attack and a left click attack. And then you can swap heroes. And also a melee attack. Right click is melee. Sprint. Do you have sprinting? Yes, it seems. Do you have sprinting? Well, for some reason the hero just starts to run quickly after a while. Yeah, so you move slowly. Like if you stand still, you move slowly and then zoom, then you go much quicker. So that's interesting. Let me just change one thing here quickly. 1 second. There we go. So yeah, that's interesting. So there's no sprint. sprinting key, but you do start sprinting after a while. Control doesn't seem to do anything. Alt. Oh, okay, teleporting. Maybe I should have a look at the keyboard thing, since there's no tutorial in the game. Maybe I should have a look here. Let's have a look here. Up, down, left, right, shoot, activate skill is Q, use ultimate is R. Okay, Q and R. Sprint is shift, even though I tried that already, that did nothing. Interact is E, we know that. F is heal, I don't know how to heal. Do you have med packs or what kind of a healing do you have? But anyway, switch weapon is mouse, roll up and down. Command wheel, space. Okay, we can try that. I assume you have to hold space, not just press space. Lightroom is C. What the hell is that? C and tab. Okay, let's have a look. So C. I'm pressing C. Nothing is happening. Literally nothing. Tab opens the map. Okay. Press and holding space. Okay, what does that actually do? Crystal bot, follow me. Stop following me. Okay. It's stupid that you can't cancel the thing. Like, I'm literally holding space. And now I have to select one of... Oh no, wait, I can just go to the middle. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, so let's start opening some doors. This is basically how the game works. Like I said, it's turn-based, the same as the previous game. Well, it's not exactly turn-based, but it's kind of turn-based. You open doors, which basically is a turn, and then enemies will come and you have to defend the crystal. That's really the long and the short of this game. It's not always that enemies come, sometimes enemies don't come. Which door-based resource would you like to increase? Science helps on long run to research better turrets. Industry to build more defenses, and food will be useful to support the heroes. So it's the same as the previous game. Note that whatever your priorities, that's a spelling mistake, but whatever your priorities, the more generators you have, the higher their building cost. Yep, that's exactly the same as the previous game. So, food is very good for heroes. You can gain new skills and stuff like that with food, and industry is also good because that gives you more buildings. So let's go for more buildings, because with industry you can also gain more food, for instance, because you can build stuff that then generates more resources for you. Now on all of these small little pieces you can build turrets, but we will find a big piece eventually that allows you to build a big thing like this, for instance. Let's go for food. So in the old one, in the old game, you would have power. You have to like bring power to each of the rooms, and you have to select which rooms have power and which rooms don't have power. So it turns out here that isn't really a thing, unless it is a thing but it's just doing it automatically. I'm not sure, because that's the health of the crystal bot, but I don't see the power of the crystal bot. So yeah, I'm not too sure how the power system works, or if they just completely got rid of the power system. This is a very important room, because there's 3 doors connected to this room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place some shooters here, because almost definitely we are gonna encounter some enemies around here. Unfortunately, the layout of the fences isn't so good. You know, the positioning isn't exceptional, but what can you do? Yeah, that's fine. Holy crap, there's a lot of lag. I'm sure you guys saw that lag. What's this? Oh, you can actually get stuff. Okay, so will this damage me? No, it doesn't seem like it damages me, but this is probably a spawn point for the enemies. Probably. There's even lag when opening chests. Like, that's Denuvo right there, you know, that's the DenuvoMalware. Fucking lag even when just opening a chest or opening a door. That's exactly the type of shit that the DenuvoMalware contributes to a game. Let's have a look. I picked up an item. How do I actually use the item? Pressing I. Nothing is happening. Let's have a look here. Crystals and euros. Where do I actually... Like, where's that item that I picked up? Oh, you can actually see here the stats of your guns and that kind of stuff. The shit that you should have been shown at the beginning of the game, like I said, you can at least see here. And you can see what the different icons are, even though, like I said, they should be showing you that at the beginning of the game when we were choosing our heroes. Not showing any of this information allows you to know exactly jack shit about the hero that you are choosing. So the fact that they don't show it there at the beginning of the game is really really idiotic. Even though I say that they show you what it does, but they don't actually show you what it does. What does wit do? What the hell is wit? Like, I've got no idea what wit is. So that's just, once again, really stupid. Zed is very familiar with military grade speakers. Projects a wave in front of the hero that deals damage. How do you actually use that? You. Oh, okay. So you can actually loot... What the hell? Okay. I didn't even open a door or nothing like that. I'm assuming they're gonna come from here. Oh, they actually have ranged attacks. Okay, so I don't know why a wave came. I mean, I didn't do anything, unless it literally comes every couple of minutes, which I'm not really a fan of, because this is a game about tactics. It's a game about thinking things through, and now they're forcing you to make snap decisions, and literally punishing you if you don't play the game quickly, you know. So no longer will you play the game tactically. You will have to play the game like an action game, you know. You will have to rush the game. So it's no longer like the previous game, Dungeon of the Endless, where you could take your time, you could think things through, you could be tactical, you know, make the right decisions, plan it, all of that kind of stuff. All of that goes out of the door in this game, because you literally are jeopardizing your run and your game by standing around doing nothing like I am doing here. So that's something that I don't like. Some people might like a faster paced game like this as opposed to the previous game, but I don't like being rushed. I don't like faster games. That's why I liked the previous game. I liked the fact that you can be tactical. I liked the fact that you can think things through, and this game now seems to have done away with all of that. You have entered the dark room. Dark rooms lack power, so building turrets or resource generators is impossible inside. Yet you can decide to spend a crystal shard, the rare resource indicated on the right side of the screen, to power a dark room. Hold C. Okay, that's interesting. So it kind of has... Okay, here comes another thing for some fucking reason. It kind of cannot be equipped by Z. It kind of has the same thing as... Come over here, you fucking moron. As the previous game, where you have to still choose what rooms have power or not, but now it's just certain rooms that you will be able to make that choice with. Why was this guy standing over here the whole fucking time? I wanted him to come over here to back up me over here, you know? Like, even now, he's just standing over there. So now I have to issue a command to follow me, even though I didn't tell him to not follow me. That's really stupid. So anyway, like I said, we have to really beef this area up quite a bit, because this is gonna be a very dangerous area. I've spent all of my industry. Oh, and still wanted to check over here the gear that I picked up. I still have no idea where. Oh, here we go. Holy shit, this thing's damages a lot more. How do I select it? I mean, I'm clicking on it, left clicking. I can't see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so apparently that's how you do it. And then I picked up an item with this guy as well, but I don't see anything. I literally don't see anything special, so I don't know like what I picked up or how the hell the system works. The hearing system, I honestly do not know. Since the game doesn't have a tutorial, it's really fucking a mystery. Okay, so what's this thing? In case of emergency, you can hold Alt to teleport. Okay. The thing attacked my my thing actually. It attacked my turret. You have told the crystal bot to follow a hero. Note that switching heroes won't change its target. Well, I don't know if I did that. I can't remember telling him. You have trolled the crystal shard. This rare resource will be key to upgrade your crystal bot and to power dark rooms. Okay, so that's how you get more of those things. What, do I have to bring the bloody thing back? That's really stupid. Come over here. That's really fucking stupid that you have to literally do that. Why are these glowing like that? Upgrade. Okay, so apparently they can get upgraded if they've done a certain amount of combat or something like that. I don't know. Okay. So I guess we are done in this whole area. See anything more here? You could build more turrets, but I think these turrets should be not too bad. I could tell this guy to wait here. Yeah, you can defend that place over there, that's fine. I can't do anything there. You have to like stand more like over here maybe. Anyway. Okay, so now why don't we have another thing? This is your crystal bot upgrade menu. It is only accessible when your crystal bot is connected. Once you have collected the crystal shard, upgrades can improve your crystal bot attributes or unlock very powerful perks depending on the available options. Increases food regeneration, decreases monsters' movement speed and defense when in crystal bot's line of sight, increases industry for each door opened. Food. Like, I don't even have a way to spend food right now. I don't understand the food system. Let's go for industry, I guess. Like, seriously, I don't know how to spend food. Like in the old game, you can just literally click here, basically, and then upgrade your hero. You can level up, you can teach your hero new techniques and stuff like that. But now here, there's literally nothing. Have a look here again. Nope, there's literally nothing. I don't know how to spend food. What's this? Station overview. I don't really understand that. I guess we are starting here and then we're moving over here. Yes. Okay, let's see. I should be able to solo this place over here. Hopefully. Okay, so this place does have power, fortunately. Research terminal. You can spend here some of your science resource stock to start a research. Research can be a new turret type or a turret upgrade depending on the available options. Be careful. Starting a research lasts a few seconds, during which waves of monsters rise from the terminal, while the terminal becomes a target to defend. Okay. That sounds stupid, but okay. Electric damage on a random target. High fire. So what is this? Oh, is it a building or what? I'm assuming it's a building. I'm not even seeing my AI friend using any abilities, really. Like, he's just standing there shooting. I haven't seen a single ability from him yet. Okay, so I guess we can do this upgrade thing. Acid sharpshooter. Yeah, so these are buildings. Jelly fire decreases monsters' movement speed at range. Adds electricity weakness. So this slows, and this basically just deals acid damage, high range, low fire rate. This deals damage quickly to a random target. Okay. So I'm assuming we need to bring our little friend towards here. And then we can do the upgrade thing. Let's do acid sharpshooter. Oh, so they're actually coming from over here. But they said that they're gonna spawn underneath the thing, so why? That's really stupid. I was not prepared for that one. It's really stupid. They caught me off guard like a mother. Because they literally didn't do what the thing said was gonna happen. So I can do another one. Increases hero skill efficiency. Increases damage of heroes, crystal bot and turrets. Decreases monsters. Yeah, I already saw that one. Shield increases defense of heroes. Crystal bot, turrets, generators and research machines in the room. That seems pretty good. But I don't want to really pay 16 in order to do a single research, because it seems the price increases with each research. So let's avoid that one. Okay, so this is another spawn place. I think we probably... What's this place? Oh, this is a generator. Okay, so we're gonna have to now defend this place as well. Let's do that one. And then we have to defend this place. Oh wow, those cost 16. Holy crap, I didn't even see that they cost that much. I thought they cost 8 as well. Why is the range on this thing so low? Oh, that's because you swapped, you bloody idiot. Why would the AI swap to the shitty weapon? Literally the weapon that does 10 DPS compared to the weapon that does 76 DPS. That's just idiotic. Wow, this one got upgraded quickly. Okay, so there's nothing I can do here. Door is locked for some reason. Door is locked for some reason. I can build another turret. Wow, that one is actually massively more powerful. Like this acid sharpshooter is way more powerful than the other one. I'm actually gonna save up to build that one. Oh, you have limited heals. Oh, okay, I didn't even know you have limited heals. See, that's this thing's ability, and I haven't seen the AI use that ability even once. Why is the generator under attack? Holy crap. It costs 16, so I can't build another one yet. I'll need a little bit more. You can spend blah blah blah, upgrade the attributes and skills of your heroes depending on available options. Okay, so this is how you can spend the stuff. Increases heroes movement speed in the room. Increases heroes fire rate, decreases heroes critical chance. Increases heroes fire rate if hero is injured enough. It only affects the active hero. Increases heroes movement speed in the room. I don't understand that. Yeah, faster shooting probably will be nice. Increases all heroes, turrets and pistol bots fire rate. Wow, that seems really good. Let's see if we can get this other guy over here. Increases heroes aggro on every surrounding monster. Increases heroes return damage. Increases heroes defense. Increases heroes damage if no damage taken for a short period of time. Increases heroes defense when heroes health decreases. None of these seem super good. I guess this one is the best out of all of those. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, you can just stay here. Can't I issue commands? Nope. Seem like you can issue commands like that. Just swap to the other bloody weapon. Use this weapon, you moron. Here comes a little bit of trouble. Oh, I now shoot much quicker. Wasn't too bad. Activate this switch to open all unlocked doors. I don't know if we really want to do that, because that will unlock 2 extra doors in that area, which might be a little bit brutal. What's the range of this thing? I can't even see. Like, it shows the range of this thing, but not of this thing. How does that even make sense? I think we have to probably build another one. We can't defend this entire place on our own without any additional defenses, really. this sucks. Now we have to defend this place as well. It's gonna be a pain. Hey, a vendor. Okay, so you can buy various stuff here for food. Okay, so I can use that one. My current one is 56 DPS. That one is obviously significantly better. Yeah, well, there we go. What the hell? Oh, so it shoots in a long thing. Oh, I don't like that at all. That's really stupid. You have to charge the thing in order to shoot. That's really stupid. That was definitely a bad purchase. Because look at this, like, you have to shoot like this. You can't even click. I'm literally clicking right now and nothing is happening. So you have to click like this and hold and then release. Click and hold and release. That's the only way to shoot with this thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this gun. So unfortunately, that's probably 16 food that we wasted. And it doesn't even say, like, it says the fire rate is 0.8 per second, but it doesn't say, hey, by the way, you have to fucking charge this thing. Like, just really stupid. Yeah, this one is much better. Much better. It does less DPS, but it's much more of a practical weapon. Okay, so now we have to unlock these other two doors. We can't progress any further if we don't do this. That's a big door. I don't know if a big door is different from a small door. Okay, so here's another crystal thingy. I just need to defend over here. I really do not like these random waves. It's really a lot different from the previous game and I don't like it. Why did you switch to the shitty gun once again, you fucking moron? No wonder you're not able to bloody defend the place. Stupid AI, really. The fact that you can't even tell the AI which gun to use is really stupid. Like you can't tell your AI any tactics or nothing like that. This game is really a lot less tactical than the previous game. A lot less. And that's really not appealing. Like the reason I liked the previous game was exactly because the game was tactical, you know. I like tactical games, I like games that are turn-based, and this game is just really none of that. Can I upgrade any towers? Oh. Okay, so do we need this one or don't we? I don't think we specifically need this one. I mean, why not? I guess we can do it. How the hell is the generator destroyed? It just said there at the top, industry generator destroyed. What the holy hell is that dude on the other side doing? The AI dude. He has got way more turrets than what I have over here. He's got like how many? Bloody 6 towers or something like that? So how the holy hell can't he deal? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 turrets, and yet this generator over here got destroyed. Fucking moron. Really, the devs really need to kick up their game with regards to the bloody AI in this game. Also, what's going on here? See these marks here? What the hell is that? It's like above the ground. So there's some visual glitches as well, and he's using the fucking wrong gun again. Like, the fact that you can't tell him to use this gun, I want you to use this fucking gun, is really stupid. Anyway, so why are you over here now? I mean, I thought that you would stay up there, but just like collect this crystal. I thought this was a crystal, but apparently I was incorrect. Apparently you fucking moved position. So now I don't need to worry about this up here anymore. Yeah, that's empty now. Okay. Can I restore this place over here? No. Of course I can't. Okay, so my only option is this door. Okay, so you can get a medkit here. I unfortunately wasted one medkit already. I wasn't even close to being dead and I used the medkit, but that's life. We don't have a tutorial to speak of, so those types of things are gonna happen, unfortunately. Look at that, Mr. Fucky over there switched to that stupid gun again. I can see when he switches these guns. And now the food generator is under attack. Fantastic. Yeah, this gun is definitely much better than my other gun. increases all heroes, turrets, and crystal bots shove damage in the room. Well, that sounds stupid. You've equipped a device. Only one device at a time can be equipped per hero. Be careful to choose the right one. Okay. Okay, so this seems like the final door. You found a zone door. You can pursue this. You can pursue the exploration of this. Okay, so I guess this is now final door until we reach the next level. Obviously, if it's the same as the previous game, then there are different levels. Okay, so yes, that's fine. I just need to tell my dude to come over here, probably, even though we first need to wait for the crab thing to get over here. But that's fine. I think I can tell him to follow me. He's still using that fucking stupid gun. Wow, they're just ignoring everything else and coming straight over here. Okay, what the hell? Thought the game would be over. What the hell was that? Like, where? Why am I so damaged? I wasn't so damaged, was I? And what was that room that we entered there? Like, there was another room, not this room. There was another room, wasn't there? That, I don't know, that was weird. Like, I thought, like, we would continue on that level, but just in another room. But now we're in a completely other level. I don't know. That was weird. Where's my gun? Hey, this guy still has this gun. So where's my gun? Where's my gun? Like... this guy has this gun still. So where's this guy's gun? What the hell? That's really stupid, and it seems that your crystal bot doesn't regenerate. I don't understand why I lost my gun. Like, seriously, that's just really stupid. Okay, so anyway, guys, like, I honestly don't need to play any more of the game in order to make my mind up. There's honestly several reasons why I would rather play the previous game than this game. Firstly, this game you're constantly forced to rush. There's constantly waves that just randomly appear. I don't know, maybe they come every 2 minutes, maybe every 3 minutes it feels like. I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like they come a little bit closer than 2 minutes, to be honest, and there are other times it feels like they don't come closer than 2 minutes. So it seems a little bit random, but I just don't like the fact that there's random waves coming in between the actual waves when you open the doors and stuff like that. I don't like that at all. It just makes the game much less tactical, and the previous game I enjoyed because it was tactical. So the fact that they removed technicality or tacticalness, I guess, from this game really just doesn't make sense. A lot of players like myself are just gonna enjoy this game less due to that fact. You know, they're gonna expect to get more or less the same experience what they got in the previous game, and they're gonna be disappointed, as I am. So that's the first issue. You also can't upgrade your heroes when you want, like you could in the previous game with the food resource, which is also an issue. I don't like that. The fact that weapons just disappear off your characters is stupid. I still have my upgrades that I did, but my weapon just decided to completely fuck off to another place for some reason. I do have levels. I don't understand why this guy's level 3 and this guy's level 5. And I don't even understand how I leveled. There's no experience bar from what I can see anywhere. So how did I level, and how did this guy gain less experience than this guy? I don't understand that at all. I don't understand what leveling does. Does it increase your stats? Because my stats still seem the same. I don't understand any of that. The game doesn't explain any of the stats at all. I still don't know what wit does. You aren't shown a preview of any of the stats when you select your hero at the beginning, which obviously is idiotic because you're literally blind picking those heroes because the developers don't provide you with any information about the actual heroes. The fact that the game has DenuvoMalware, every time you open a door, the game hitches. When you select certain stuff like a building, when you build a building, the game hitches. And that's all probably DenuvoMalware, unless the game is very badly optimized. But that's a DenuvoMalware kind of thing. I've played a couple of games with DenuvoMalware in them. Planet Coaster I've played and it didn't even want to start up. The same with Planet Zoo as well. Both games developed by the same people. They add DenuvoMalware in all of their games. And I made a video of that thing. Like, let me check my Steam library here quickly. 1 second, I just want to not get the name incorrectly. I think it was what's it, Planet Zoo? I think it was Planet Zoo. Zoo Tycoon? Either way, it was the guys who create... if you just do a search for Zoo on my channel, you will find my review of that game. I think it was Zoo Tycoon. Something like that. It's a fun game and everything, but it's infected with DenuvoMalware. And I show you guys in the video. it stopped me from playing the game. Like literally, I want to play the game and then it says some kind of an error of authenticating server, blah, 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 bullshit. And I literally own the game on Steam. I literally paid for the game, and yet DenuvoMalware just decides to not allow me to play the game. So that's the kind of thing that you get when you buy a game with DenuvoMalware, and that is one of the major reasons why I would not buy this game. Like, obviously, if you can quote unquote acquire the game free of charge through a certain method by sailing the high seas, then that's your prerogative, you know. I wouldn't really frown upon something like that, especially with a developer as unscrupulous as this one. But that's another thing, you know. Obviously, it's already been proven that games without Denuvo run better, perform better, give less hitching and stuttering, and less errors, less crashes, all of that kind of stuff. So I really do hope that the people who sail the high seas can remove Denuvo from this game, as they have done with many other Denuvo games in the past. And in fact, there's some games that I own on Steam. I literally own the game on Steam, and yet I choose to play the cracked pirated version because it does not hitch and stutter and glitch and crash to the desktop like the official Steam version with Denuvo does. That's how shitty Denuvo is. So yeah, I definitely cannot recommend the game based on the fact that it has Denuvo. Otherwise than that, all of the issues that I said, the game does not have a borderless full screen mode that actually functions. The borderless full screen mode does not actually function. You cannot change the resolution. You cannot change the frame rate at all on windowed mode or borderless full screen mode. You cannot change the resolution. You cannot change the render scale, color precision, and the aliasing, quality, material weathering, texture quality, anisotropic textures. You get the idea. You cannot change any of this specifically, which obviously is like terrible. That is hilarious. Like, I've played a couple shit games in my time, like $2 or $3 games that don't allow you to do this, but this game is probably gonna cost 30 or 40 or in excess of that amount dollars. And the fact that they don't allow you to do this, the fact that even indie developers that make $4 or $5 games are more competent at game development than these guys that are backed up by the billion-dollar company that is Sega, is really just hilarious. So that's just another issue with the game. The fact that the game is a console port and it actually shows many of the menu things are still displaying the console commands, the console buttons. That's obviously an issue. I mean, if I'm paying $40 for a PC game, I want a fucking PC game. I don't want a game that has been poorly ported from the console, you know. I don't play the game on console because I want to actually not have lag. I want to be able to select the display settings that I want. I want to be able to select the resolution that I want. All of that kind of stuff. I want to be able to control the game with a mouse. That's why I don't play the game on a console, and yet there's a lot of those things that you can't even do in this game, the same as what you can't do on a console. On a console, very often you can't change the texture quality or display quality of the game, and you can't do the same in this game as well. In fact, that is probably because the game is a console port. You know, I didn't even think about that at the beginning. Like, I was wondering, like, why can't you change any of the graphics options? Is it because the devs are just fucking lazy, or what is it? You know, that's the only thing that I really could think of. Like, the only real reason why I would think that they wouldn't allow you to change any of that is because they're fucking lazy. And no, there's a second option. Behind door number 2, there's a possibility that the game is actually a really bad console port. That's why you can't change the texture options. So I think that might actually be a more valid excuse for why you can't change the texture options, other than the devs being lazy. But it might be a combination of both. You know, they might be lazy and the game might be a poorly ported console game, you know. But anyway, I really can't recommend the game. Honestly, what is here is not impressive. Like I said, this game is similar to the previous game, Dungeon of the Endless, in many ways. Oh, another thing is the fact that the fucking AI constantly switches to the shittest gun. Like, literally, why would the AI choose to shoot with a gun that does 11 DPS instead of a gun that does 82 DPS? Like, what the fuck? Why would that even be a thing? Why would the developers program the AI to choose the shittest gun they possibly can? That's just another reason why, honestly, the developers really don't seem to be playing with a bag full of marbles, to be honest. But yeah, guys, like, seriously, I can't recommend the game. The previous game is so much better than this game. This game does have a lot of the aspects of the previous game, like the door system and the resource system, and to a certain extent the hero system, but they removed so much of the stuff that made the first game good. Like, the tacticalness is all gone. The fact that you can upgrade your heroes is all gone. The leveling system from the previous game is all gone. The equipment system from the previous game is gone. It's just really, it's not as good a game as the previous game. And the previous game even wasn't such a fantastic game. It's good, like, it's good, but it's not like, wow, it's not like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 game, you know. It's like a passable, tactical, kind of turn-based, top-down game, you know. The previous game, obviously. And this game is just not any of those things. It's not passable. It's just not good, honestly. So, yeah, guys, honestly, I was actually looking forward to this game because I did enjoy the previous game. But, yeah, like I said, I was kind of expecting to be let down because after their previous game, which was Humankind, I could see that these developers, Amplitude or whatever, are just not the same guys they were with their previous games. It's just Humankind was a disappointment, and this game is even more of a disappointment, to be honest. So yeah, guys, honestly, it's unfortunate, but this game is pretty much one to avoid, in my opinion. Obviously, the game is still not even in early access, even though they're probably not going to release it into early access, as you would normally see on Steam. You know, you see a game in early access. This is actually the early access period. You know, they are making the game available to a small amount of players, and they're obviously asking their feedback. They're gathering data while the players are playing, because I actually did see the game connect to a foreign IP when I started the game up, so they are absolutely collecting data from the players while playing. Probably when there's any crashes or glitches, all of that data is also sent off to them. But yeah, guys, honestly, this is a game that I cannot recommend, and I probably won't get it on Steam when it releases, to be honest. This is just like not even as good as Dungeon of the Endless. If you like this kind of game, like if this game seems kind of interesting to you, I would honestly first check out Dungeon of the Endless. Dungeon of the Endless is actually a game that I can recommend. It's not fantastic, but it's a good little tactical top-down game, you know. So yeah, guys, honestly, that is pretty much it for today. As always, it would be super appreciated if you could support me on nexus.gg/LFP Gaming. Any purchases that you make on there not only support the developers of the games, but also support me because I get a small percentage of the purchase price. I actually think that the previous game, Dungeon of the Endless, is available on there. Let me quickly have a look actually before I end the video, just so that I can tell you guys that for a certainty if it is available on there or not. And actually chances are that if Dungeon of the Endless is on there, that this game would also be on there. Okay, now Dungeon of the Endless is not on there. Humankind, let's have a look if Humankind is on there. Okay, so it seems that Humankind and Dungeon of the Endless is not on there. But yeah, if you would like to support the channel, there are many good games on there. Horizon Zero Dawn is available on there. Borderlands 2 and 3 are available on there. There's really a lot of really good games. God of War is also available on there, so there's really good games on there, and any purchases you make on there, I get a small percentage of the purchase price, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. You're still paying exactly the same amount as you would on Steam, and the developer actually gets more of your money, gets a bigger percentage of your money, and I obviously also benefit from it. So that's one really good way and basically free way, since you're in any way gonna be purchasing Steam games, to support the channel. And then in addition to that, you can obviously also support me on patreon.com/LFP Gaming with a monthly donation, or you can go to, I think, streamelements.com/LFP Gaming/tip, something like that. And there you can make a single once-off donation as well, and it is just really appreciated to support the channel. It just allows me to do more reviews for you guys, as always. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, Endless Dungeon is really quite a big disappointment. In many ways is worse than the first game, and in many ways is worse than an indie game, with the fact that you can't even change the bloody texture, and you can't even set the frame rate of the bloody game. So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.